everyone, ready for another podcast of Southern Dirt Motorsports. We're back up at the Golden Mountain Speedway today, and Deke Waters is here with me. Deke and his dad are the new owners of this place, and they're going to be opening it up this spring, and as the details come to life, we'll be sharing them with you and hoping you'll be here. And Deke's going to share with me what they've done to the track from the time they've took it over, where they're at with it, and where they're going with it. Deke?
Yeah, right now we've repainted the building at the grandstand building, gave it a new facelift. We got the heat and air guy over there right now putting the air conditioning and the heat in the upstairs rooms. We've also got to work on the bathrooms a little bit, but so the track is coming along. We got a guy coming, Jason. He's coming, Jason Gaw. He's coming to put a new speakers in, some bullhorns, so everybody can hear the announcements. Play some music through them too. Then we still got to spray paint the walls and clean those off. But that's kind of about it down on the bottom. We're still working on, we got to get the trails cleaned out and everything like that, but so far that's what we've done.
Well, I can tell too, you've done some real extensive work just on the track itself, because it had been used for some other purposes. It had got in a mess.
Yeah.
I can tell just you guys have done a great job on bringing the track itself back alive.
Yeah, we still got a little work to do on that. I mean, it's to where you can start grading it and everything like that, but we still might need to add a few loads of dirt. I still got to get the scales working too down there, but yeah, it's coming.
I've been trying to remember to ask you, Deke, how high are those banks and the turns? I know I drove my Jeep around it and they're pretty dadgum steep.
Yeah, it's banked like Crossville Speedway. I don't know if anybody's been over that way, but that's kind of how banked it is. We've been talking about maybe taking some of the banking out to kind of slow the track down, but we're just going to
leave it alone for right now, because it's going to be a super fast, super fun track.
That's what we've heard. It's a really fast track. I mean, my dad's seen some races here, but I'm not seeing any racing here.
Well, it looks like just driving around it slowly, it's at least 25 degrees or so, or maybe even more.
Yeah,
in the turns, because it lays you up there really good. So there's going to be some real speeds carried into those things.
Yeah, we just want to make sure that the racing's good, because and that comes with track prep. I mean, that's something else that I'm going to be learning this year, is how to track prep a track.
Are you planning on driving here some yourself, Deke?
I don't know. My dad says we should, but I think I'll be helping out the first year to make everything, is going good and everything like that. But we do have a race director lined up and an announcer, and we're getting some of the pieces to the puzzle on hiring. But race director was the biggie, and so was an announcer.
Well, actually, I think you should race on it some, because then you know some things to do.
Yeah.
And being out there yourself, you know things that it's hard for someone else to describe to you. If you're in that seat, you know some things to do that a guy. So,
I'm definitely going to practice on it for sure.
Well, I think it would be great for you to do. Now, I know you have completely rebuilt the concession stands over there, and they're beautiful. They're looking good. This will be a place a guy can bring his family and really have a great time. And I know there's been a little hint that when the off-road sector gets done, that a guy might could even go off-road all day and then come to the races that night.
Yeah, we're talking about that.
So that's one of the things that's being talked about. No promises being made, just some things being talked about. And if you would, Deke, share with us too the different type cars you're looking at running here.
So right now, we've got the 604 Crate Late Model is going to be running every time we race. UMP Modifieds, front wheel drives, and Crown Vics. That's going to be the four for sure classes. And then we're talking about alternating a fifth class each time we run, which would be Steelhead, Sportsman, maybe straight Super Stock, and then maybe Mod Lights. And then we also said on our Facebook page that if still has good car count, then they'll become a permanent class. Say we run a sportsman one night and they give a good car count, they might be a permanent class. Just it's going to be testing to see what's good and who doesn't show out for the track, pretty much.
Well, that's something I like hearing you say. You're willing to experiment some, and the things that works. I know the crowd, you'll be trying to please them. They'll have a lot of input in what they want to see, and you and your dad both are seem really willing to give people what they want.
Yeah.
Like I say, this is going to be a track, I think, that if you're a racer or a spectator, it's got to be on your bucket list to do. And we're all just looking forward to getting it back open, and it feels good to be up here on a nice sunny day with a racetrack in the background. If you can't feel good up here today, you're not going to feel good ever. It's nice. Do you? I know there's lots of layers, lots of permits and things like that you have to operate a facility like this, Deke. But are you on track pretty much where you want to be so far?
I mean, we've had our lawyer working on waivers for people to sign that are going to be off-roading and for the racetrack too. So we pretty much got that ironed out. He's got to come back with one final thing. Still got to get insurance also for the place. But everything's pretty much almost ready to go on that end of it.
So it looks like you're coming along. It looks like you're about where you need to be on this part of it. And I hope it's okay to say this now. Moose Hallstead, myself, and Moose is operating the camera right now. We're up here today too to look at the off-road trails and see just what it is we need to do to them. I know Deke is working with, and his dad are working with a Southern 4-wheel drive, and Adam Woodley from Wide Open Design to have some special events up here. So it's all coming along good. You hear people say, well, they're all racers or they're all this. Let me tell you, folks, they're into all of it. They're here to make all of it work. It just takes a long time to make it work. And sometimes, I think Deke will agree with this, it's harder to restart something than it is to build it from the ground up. But my hat's off to them. They're doing a great job.
Well, we appreciate it. We're trying, that's for sure.
And as things progress, Southern Dirt Motorsports will be here. We'll be keeping you posted on what's going to happen. We'll make sure you are going to know the date when it's finalized, when it's open. And I know Deke and his dad are trying to work with other tracks. They're not trying to compete with anybody, put anybody out of business. They hope to be a compliment to other tracks, and other tracks compliment them. They're going to be trying to run under basically the same rules where they can run cars at different tracks. Yep. And that'll save the racers a lot of money, being able to do that and give them a chance to make more money.
Yep.
So, you got anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. I mean, just be sure to look us up on Facebook, Golden Mountain Speedway and Off-Road Park. Share it so that we can get the word out there to more people. I mean, on the initial startup of our Facebook page, it got shared a lot. So just be sure to like and share that so we can try to get the word out to everybody.
Yes, do anything. It's a good word of mouth. Social media is one of the best ways of getting the word around on anything. You can believe a lot of it. Some of it you may have to check with us to make sure that somebody had misquoted something. But look at Southern Dirt Motorsports, his Facebook page. Do whatever and share it with whomever you can and let them know this thing is coming and it's going to be big. And with that, thank you, Deke.
Thank you
for being here. Well, we got a tree down no matter which way we go. give you guys some idea of really where we're at. We're at the bottom of the jungle, really, is where we are.
So we try that trail and we go back to that one. I don't know about you, but I got all day to explore.
Yes. The leaves are super slick today. That's slowing things down a little bit. Some more trees down across the trail. That's we didn't cut. We came equipped to cut a few, and we do as we have to. But this again is part of the work that we'll need to do up here. And we're right at the bottom of 28. And I think number 8 was right behind us. So that's some of the trails we're actually, the signage is still up. Everything's been left intact. And it's sort of like we just drove off and left it, which is really what we did. Didn't want to, but that's really what happened. But it's on its way to getting open back up again. Guys, this is Trail 7. As you can see, the sign is still in good shape. This is a pretty gnarly little trail, as you can see, going up through there. It was challenging the first few trips of it. It's going to really be challenging again, but this one is basically open. But the thing we're encountering most today is trees bend down across the trails. But there's enough of us. We'll get all that worked out when we get this work day put together and get what we need up here. I would suggest even right now, though, that you bring side-by-sides up until we can get it cleared out, because there's some really tight places until we cut some things off of it. So this, again, is Trail 7. The signage is still in pretty good shape up here. I know, guys and gals, the ones of you that's ridden up here before, you'll be familiar with this. Have to be a few trees cut in order to get back to it, but as you can tell, things are basically they're intact real good. And again, I'd like to thank Ricky and Deke for letting us come up and explore today and really putting together a work day and getting this thing underway and hopefully get her back open again before too awful long. Beautiful day at Golden Mountain. Guys, this is the bottom of the famous elevator. And to give you some perspective, that's my old buddy Moose up at the top there. He can't hardly wait to get back in here. Of course, got a lot of cleaning up to do, but this is a famous elevator. Climb it and you can brag for a month, or maybe forever.
Get up here.
This is an awesome, awesome park, awesome trails. Got an awesome old buddy here helping me with it today. It's a great Saturday at Golden Mountain. Down through here. Of course, haven't been used in a lot of years. Let's see, what did we say this was?
18. I got pictures of my Jeep right here. This could be interesting. Am I coming up on that side yet?
No, you're gonna have to get over to the left. We're about to try part of 12 here. It looks pretty overgrown. We're gonna give it a little try. You can see barely. Sand is still in real good shape. This is the top of Winchin Churchill, not Winston Churchill, but Winchin Churchill. The photo don't do it justice. It's almost vertical. It's a good 45-degree angle or more up it with ledges. So if you look at Moose there, that'll give you some perspective. He's gonna. There you go. That's how deep it is on Moose. And Moose is a pretty good boy, and it's damp. There's always moisture running down it, so that's one of the things for us to play with when it opens back up. So, and it too will need a lot of trees cut from the bottom of it. Okay, Moose, you've spent the day up here with me at Golden Mountain, checking the trails out, seeing what we need. In Moose's opinion, what do you think about it? What do you think we're going to need to clean them up? Give me your take on it.
Well, I think overall the trails are in remarkably good condition considering how long it's been since anybody's been here. I think we'll be a pretty solid, probably 4 or 5 all-day Saturday work days, maybe even a little more, just cutting trees, clearing trails out, trimming limbs and all sorts of stuff out of the way. But really, there's not much like machine work necessary. It's gonna be a lot of trimming trees and that sort of thing.
A lot of backbone work.
Yeah. I think a lot of it's gonna have to be done with side-by-sides too, just until we get it opened up. It's gonna be too narrow and tight for Jeeps.
Well, when we have our first work day, would you suggest people bringing side-by-sides instead of vehicles?
Probably, yeah.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that, because we wouldn't have gotten anywhere today.
Yeah, no. We would have gotten nowhere with a Jeep.
Anyway, thank you for coming with me, Moose.
Absolutely, thanks for having me.
Thank you for your opinion, and looking forward to our work days. Thank you. Mountain Bow Speedway and Off-Road Park. It was good of Deke and Ricky to let us come up here and do this. We've inventoried the trails up here, the off-road trails, to see what we need to do with them. And as you can see, Rick and Deke are making great strides towards getting the track open. Keep watching us, subscribe to us, and we'll keep you posted on what's happening with both the off-road sector and the round track. See you soon.